So we're in here inside the Deku Tree. We're gonna start working our way up to the top. Um, right now, just received my first Deku nut, and go to start and set that on one of your C buttons. They're not very helpful, but they can stun some enemies. They can do a little bit of damage. So I'll set that on C down. So when I press C down, it will use that weapon. So basically, our end goal right now is to get through here. Navi's gonna tell me something really quick. It's about these guys right here. We can crawl up here. So if you can't really see that, those are supposed to be vines. You can walk up here, crawl up here, and get through this. It's your only way up. You can cut through this grass. I believe this is going to be a map right here. Yep, dungeon map. Those aren't too useful at the beginning of the game. As you get into some of the harder temples and levels, they actually are somewhat useful. But I have played this game enough where I just kind of remember the maps off the top of my head. So right now we're going to try to get a weapon to take on these little skulltulas or spiders. We're going to jump across here. You can press A or just run across. So it should jump for you automatically. It's telling me that this is a door. We can press A and it will open. So this guy, we're going to want to hit him really quick. Just press R. I'm Z targeting him right now, and then just run into him. You want to make sure he doesn't go back into his little home, or else he won't talk to you. This is giving us a little bit more tips. It's gonna drop a heart for me. Don't really need it, but I'll grab it anyways. So through this door, we're gonna get the slingshot. This is what we need to take down a lot of the enemies that are on this level. And that is gonna collapse right behind me. So we're going to want to select the slingshot. We're going to be using it throughout the level. Pretty much in this game, everything that you get on that level is for an item is the most important weapon for that level. You'll use it to pretty much beat anything, all the enemies, and to take on any of the puzzles. So when in doubt, just try to use the weapon that you were just given. So up here, there's another vine. I don't think there's really anything important up here, but I thought I'd just show you. Just a little chest. We can open this as well. Just pressing A. Yeah, another heart. Don't need that. There are going to be bigger hearts across this game called heart pieces, which allow you to get more hearts overall in this game. So I only have 3 hearts on the top left, you can see. We were trying to get more than that. And right here, you can just hit this and the ladder will drop. And this allows us to go back to the main entrance. There is a lot of back and forth in this game as well, as you'll figure out. You got to open one door, go through it, get an item, open something, and then go back to where you were if things you couldn't get through originally. You don't need to kill all of them. You just usually need to kill about 2 of them. Oh, right here. So these are what you need for the slingshot. These are basically your ammo, Deku seeds. Alright, and we're going to go up here to the top. There should be a door over here on our right side. Yeah, we'll go through here. This is not necessary, but I believe there's a Skulltula in here that we can grab, and I am looking to get all of those. So you can hear that little clicking sound. That is a timer. So let's see if we can get around this guy. And that should be my first golden Skulltula. You're going to want to collect those throughout the games. You get more bigger purse, which means you can hold larger rupees. Uh, there's other things that come from that as well. You can get a heart piece. I think once you hit 50. So if you want to, like, I recommend getting at least 50 of those throughout the game. I think if you get all 99, you get basically unlimited rupees. You can Z target to move the camera. So I got the compass again. It's not as helpful as it shows itself off to be. Same thing with the map. They're just something there to help a little bit if you don't know what's going on. But watching this video and tutorial, you should be able to make your way through the maps quite easily. And you can see here that the door is locked still. You're going to need to use a Deku stick. Catch that on fire. And there you go. That should open right up. And we're going to have to use the Deku stick. I should have use my C buttons, use all of them, or else I'll have to keep pressing start and switching weapons around. Okay, so this part usually I can get on the first try. You're going to want to hit this guy in the back, not the front. The front will just make him swing around, just waste time. So you're going to want to aim for this heart right here in the middle, basically. So we're going to jump. And you're going to see that the netting at the beginning of the map, we're going to go right through that. Get another Deku stick. So you can hear that sound right there. That sounds of Golden Skulltula. They'll be out throughout the map, throughout the game, and that's kind of your cue that there is one around. Usually about 2 hits with a slingshot will do it. You can just jump across here, get back up. And I believe there's another one slightly off to the left of where I am right now. And there'll be easier ways to grab them as you get more weapons. We're going to want to hit this right here. And let's see if we can make this jump. Yeah, there we go. So I got 3 already. Usually get a couple per map. And usually just kind of around the map at night usually as well. Alright, again, not very helpful, so you're going to want to use this Deku stick. Catch it on fire. You can see right here there's a little bit of a ledge. You can use this. If you jump in the water entirely, the fire will go out and you have to restart that. There is a hint right here. You need to stop this guy again. So he's going to tell you a code. So I'm going to spare him. He's going to rat out his friends. Two, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Always wondered if that was a reference to Michael Jordan. Not entirely sure though. Right up here, you'll see an eye. You'll see those throughout the game as well. You usually hit them with the slingshot. Later on, you'll get a bow and arrow when you're an adult. Okay. Another hint from Navi. So if you hold down A, you can dive down and go underwater. You'll see right here, I actually cannot get underneath that. If I'm riding on that platform, I'll get hit by these spikes. So I need to lower the water level. Need to rush back over here while the water level is low. Just jump right on here. The timer's long enough, it shouldn't be too much of a struggle, but you might miss it once or twice. And then wait for it to kind of come to a stop and jump. Alright, so that's what happens if you hit the front side. You can also do a diving attack. So that moves a little stronger. So another one about the blocks, you'll do this throughout the game. So once you get a hang of it, it's pretty simple. You're just moving the block from one spot to another. It allows me to jump up above to the platform above. Alright, so I don't want it to say grab, I want it to say climb on that A, that blue button. And let's just go right in here. Huh. So these here are basically Deku sticks. You can just keep hitting them. They'll keep, I believe they come back in case you mess up or you don't know what to do. But you catch these on fire, and this door will open for you. So we're almost through the level already. It's quite a short level. You know, intro to the game is trying to get you to know the basics. So I'm going to do this one even though there's actually no point. So we're going to show you something right back here. So this wall, you can blow up with a bomb. So we can come back here after the second level. And I believe there's a golden skulltula back there. So we can do that later. Some guys will drop down. They're just like little seeds. They'll pop eventually and give me some enemies. But I'm going to just run through them. And we're going to go through this hole. And we're going to be back in the basement area. The main basement area. So I'm going to push a boulder, this guy right here, this block. And that's going to give me access to that fire right in front. These other ones to the left of me, they are too tall and I can't get to them. So using the Deku stick was not going to work there. So you can just jump right across. I don't need to get wet. Let's re-aim that camera and jump across. And then you're going to want to press down and basically aim it at that. Through the netting and all the way down. I need a heart. So I'm good against the boss. So this is where he said 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1, so this guy is number 2. You don't want to get too close to them, they'll just hide. And so I got number 2, I got number 3. And I stopped the last one. If you don't go in the correct method, they'll just restart and restart. When I was younger, I did not know that there was actually an order. I thought it was just random. So I'd always try something different every single time. But now I know that 2, 3, 1 is the order, and it's quite simple. Boss fight, same thing. It's not quite hard. You're going to use the slingshot, and you're going to look directly up. It is just a giant spider. You can see him right there, I believe. So it's basically to the death. You can't go back. And you're going to look for that eye. So when the eye is red, you need to hit it. Simple enough. So, good Z target, slingshot, and then just hit him over and over again. And then he's going to go back up top. If you do not hit him fast enough, he will drop eggs on you, which are kind of annoying. So wait for that eye to get red. And then we can Z target here. Now let's go with a strong move. He should die this time. Usually it takes about 3 tries for a beginner. You can get it fast enough with 2. I've seen people fast enough to do it with 1. So that's inside the Great Deku Tree. Nice simple level. We're going to grab this heart container. This is what I was talking about before. There should be 36, I believe, random ones across the world. And I believe like 9 of them within the levels. And now I get a little talking to from the Deku Tree. Basically about what I need to do with the rest of my life. So that's best just to listen to him. He's going to give you a little story about what's going on in the world. He's talking about Ganondorf, but he's talking about the Wicked Man, in case you didn't know. So that is Ganondorf. He's the bad guy in majority of the Zelda games. So basically, Ganondorf is trying to get the Triforce. He just wants to take over the world. Is the main part of the story. So these 3 goddesses equal the Triforce. And that's the Triforce. Pretty cool little triangle. So there's a good amount of cutscenes in the beginning of the game, especially as you were a kid. Um, a lot less of them as you turn to be an adult in this game. He's gonna give me the first stone of three. Those are for the three levels that I need to beat for when I am a kid. So I get the spiritual stone of the forest entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. It's emerald. And so now you're gonna see him slowly dying. Alright, so I've been instructed now. Let's go to Hyrule Castle. So I'm gonna talk to this guy again. Not sure how he knows that he died already, but maybe you could see it. Tree's definitely tall enough. Okay, so we're gonna finally get out of this area, and we're gonna go to the main part of the map.